Change financial year. In this presentation, we'll discuss about changing financial year in BUSY. In India, accounting period from 1st April to 31st March is followed. So, on 31st March, a need arises when you need to carry forward your balances to new financial year. Apart from changing financial year, we'll discuss how you can switch back to a previous financial year, make any changes or modifications in data, and then carry forward those changes, those masters to new financial year. So, in this presentation, we'll discuss all about changing financial year and switching back to previous financial year. This presentation is divided into three parts. First, create new financial year. Second, switching between financial years, that is making changes in previous year data and carrying forward changes to new financial year. Third is FAQs with solutions. Sometimes some problems arise, people ask us some questions. There are some frequently asked questions whose solutions are already provided in BUSY. Those FAQs we'll discuss. So first of all, we'll start with creating a new financial year, that is create new financial year. For this, we'll open company in BUSY. You can see at the bottom, currently the financial year is 2018-19. We'll go to administration, change financial year option. You can see here an option new year from 1st April 2019 is appearing. Select this option which is asking that you're going to create a new financial year. Click OK button. Here you can see at the bottom various options are appearing. First option is create new year only, don't carry balances. If you enable this option, then only a new financial year will be created, no balances will be carried forward. This option is helpful if you are in a hurry or if you want to create a new financial year immediately and start working on it without carrying balances. Balances, however, you can carry later on also. Then you can use this option because changing financial year with carrying balances takes some time. So if you enable this option, then you can create a new financial year very quickly and later on carry forward the balances. If this option remains disabled, then another option, don't carry item balances, also appears. You can enable this option if you do not want to carry forward item balances. You can carry forward other balances also. And again, if you disable this option also, that is don't carry item balances, then further two more options appears. First is item masters to be carried, that is which item masters you want to carry forward. All masters having some closing balances or masters that are used in some transactions or that have some closing balances. Similar options appear for party masters also, that is account master. So you can select the required options as per your requirement and click start button to change the financial year. This is showing the message that financial year has been changed successfully. At the bottom you can see financial year is appearing as 2019-20. In the change financial year menu itself, you can see two options are appearing. Financial year from 1st April 2018, that is this option can be used to switch back to previous financial year, and new financial year from 2020, that if you want to create another financial year. Now we will be opening an account master in modify mode. You can see this account master is appearing. We have not created any account master in this particular financial year. This account master has been carried forward from previous financial year. Next, we will discuss switching between the financial years. In this, we will be discussing making changes in previous year data and carrying forward those changes to new financial year. Here, first of all, we'll see how we can switch back to previous financial year. In the administration menu, change financial year option, you can use the financial year from 1st April 2018 option to switch back to the previous financial year, that is 2018-19. On selecting the option, BUSY has shown a message box that you want to switch to previous financial year. Click yes button and you can see financial year has been changed successfully. At the bottom, you can anytime see the current financial year, that is the financial year in which you are working. Now we are going to account master. We are creating a new account master. Here we are creating an account master for ICICI Bank. Let us suppose you have opened a bank account on 30th March or 31st March. So you can switch back to previous financial year and add bank master in BUSY. Next, we are opening a party master in modify mode. Here we are opening the party Arshia Enterprises. You can see its address is not mentioned. We are entering the address for the party. Next, we are making changes in a transaction. Here we are opening a sales voucher in modify mode and we are modifying the item quantity. You can see 100 pieces of cotton shirts are sold. We have changed the quantity to 87. Now we'll go to display account books ledger option. We'll view the account wise ledger in the standard format. We'll first of all view the ledger for Arshia Enterprises. Here you can see the closing balance of the party. It's appearing as 86,721 rupees. Next, we are viewing the account ledger for sales account. Its closing balance also, that is 9,32,000 something rupees. Now this balances we have shown because we will discuss all this option when we'll switch to new financial year. We'll again go to change financial year from 1st April 2019 option. We'll switch to new financial year that we have already created. Busy is asking, you're going to change the financial year. Do you want to carry forward the balances? Click yes button. Now Busy is asking, do you want to carry forward all masters or only those masters that are changed or that are new? So you can select the appropriate option. We have selected the all masters option. Here various options are appearing. Carry account full details, that is full details include address, registration details. Carry item full details, that is items description, price, HSN code. If you enable these options, then accounts, address, registration details and items description, HSN code related details will be carried forward. Otherwise these details will not be carried forward to new financial years. So if you want to carry forward these changes, then you can select this option. Then Busy is asking, are you using bank reconciliation feature? Now it's up to you. If you're using the reconciliation feature, you can click the yes button, otherwise click the no button. So you can see on the screen, Busy is changing financial year, carrying forward the master balances. Now we are in the new financial year 2019-20. We'll go to account master. You can see on the screen ICICI Bank account is appearing. This account has been created in the previous financial year and now carried forward. Next we are opening Arshia Enterprises account. You can see its opening balance and previous year balance we have already seen in the account ledger, and the address is also updated, which we have updated in the previous financial year. Next we are opening the sales account in modify mode. Here you can see previous year balance is appearing but opening balance is shown as 0. This is because it is a revenue account. In case of revenue accounts, current year opening balance and previous year closing balance can be different. So in case of revenue accounts, Busy does not show same opening balance as previous year's closing balance was. Next we will be discussing carrying forward change pricing structures to new financial year, that is party item price structure, item quantity discount price structure, item parameter wise pricing, BCN wise pricing. Suppose you have made changes in any of these configuration, then how you can carry forward those changes. For this we'll switch back to the previous financial year 2018-19. We'll go to configuration, party item price structure. Here we have already created a party item price structure for sales. You can see this structure has been created for Arshia Enterprises party. You can see the configuration on screen. Here we are making changes in the discount percentage of certain items, and for a particular item we are changing the sale price also. We'll save this configuration and now we'll discuss how this configuration will be carried forward to new financial year. Now we'll again go to change financial year option. Here you can see one more option, carry items pricing info to financial year 1st April 2019 is appearing with all the pricing structure. Now we'll select the party item price structure option because we have made changes in this option. If you have made changes in any of the other option, you can select the required option. Here one option, create masters if they do not exist in next financial year is also appearing. That is, if you have created a new financial year for the pricing structure configuration and it does not exist in new financial year, then shall Busy create that master. Click the yes button for, and Busy is showing a message that pricing structure configuration is synchronized to new financial year. Now we'll switch to new financial year, and here you can see the pricing structure configuration. It's as what we have updated in the previous financial year. Now we'll discuss various FAQs along with their solutions. Various FAQs that we receive or that we get from our customers are how to carry forward PDC entries in new financial year, how to restrict sub-user from creating a new financial year, why closing stock as shown in previous financial year's stock status report is different from opening stock as shown in balance sheet of new financial year, how can I update stock manually, what to do in case party balance not carrying forward to new financial year, previous financial year closing trial balance is not matching with new financial year opening trial balance, how to import previous financial year closing balance as opening balance in a new company, how to create a separate company for newly created financial year. First of all, we'll discuss how to carry forward PDC entries in new financial year. PDC entries means post-dated checks entries. Like if you have post-dated checks entries in the previous financial year, then how you can carry forward them to new financial year. So first of all, here we're switching to new financial year. In the new financial year, in the administration miscellaneous data entry option, we are selecting the regularized PDC option, and on selecting this option, Busy has asked, would you like to carry forward PDC entries that are created in the previous financial year but belongs to this financial year? Click yes button. Then Busy is asking, you want to view PDC entries for one bank or all the banks? We have selected all banks option, and Busy is showing the post-dated checks entries for all the banks on the screen. Next, a very common FAQ is, can we restrict a sub-user from creating a new financial year The answer is certainly yes. You can restrict the sub-users from creating the new financial year. For this, you'll go to the administration users menu, select the required user. In the user's profile, you can see an option create new financial year is appearing. Specify no in this data field if you do not want this user to create a new financial year. However, this user can switch between the existing created financial years but cannot create a new financial year. Next is why closing stock as shown in previous financial year stock status report is different from opening stock as shown in balance sheet of new financial year. Sometimes it happens that the closing stock of the previous financial year is not reflected in the opening stock of the balance sheet. We will show you this on the screen. First of all, we'll have a look at the closing stock of the previous financial year. We will switch to the new financial year. In the new financial year, in the display menu, we'll go to balance sheet, and in the balance sheet you can see the opening stock is appearing as 0. Now we'll see why this opening stock is appearing as 0. For this, we'll switch again back to the previous financial year. We are switching to the previous financial year. Now we'll go to the display balance sheet option. Here you can see update balance sheet stock option is set to no. That is, the stock is not updated for the month of March. Specify why in this data field. That is, we'll first update the stock for the month of the March. Now we'll go to the change financial year option. We'll switch to the new financial year. Here we are coming to the new financial year. Now we'll open the balance sheet, press the enter key on the current asset field, then on the stock in hand. Here you can see the opening stock is appearing. Now the opening stock is similar to the closing stock of the previous financial year. Next FAQ is how to update stock manually. That is, you want to update stock manually and do not want to reflect it as calculated by Busy. Then again we'll go to the display balance sheet option. Set update balance sheet stock to yes or no as per your requirement. We are setting it to yes. Now press enter key on the current asset, stock in hand, and press enter key on the stock field. Here you can see Busy is displaying month-wise closing stock for each month. You can see we are changing stock value for the month of March. Click save button to save the updated stock. Now we'll again switch to the new financial year. We are changing the financial year. In the new financial year, we'll open the stock account in modify mode, and here you can see the opening stock is appearing as 35,000 rupees. Next is what to do in case party balance does not carry forward to new financial year. Sometime it happens after changing financial year, previous year's party balances are not carry forward to new financial year. For this, in the previous financial year, select the update master balances option under the housekeeping menu. Run this option and then again come back to the new financial year, change financial year, and you can see your balances are updated. Next FAQ is previous year closing trial balance is not matching with new financial year opening trial balance. For this, you will go to the display menu, trial balance, and select the opening trial mismatch from previous year option. This particular report will show you the reasons for the difference in the opening trial and the closing trial. Next is how to import previous year closing balance as opening balance in a new company. For this, you'll go to the administration, data export import, export data masters option. Click select all masters option, select closing balances, specify date as 31st March 2018, specify the file path, that is the file where the data will be exported, and click the export button. You can see Busy is showing a message, data is exported successfully. Now you will come to the newly created company. Here we have already created a company we'll open this company, we'll go to the trial balance. Here you can see the opening trial is blank, that is currently there is no data in this company. Now we'll again go to the data export import data option. First of all, you will specify the file path, that is the file in which you have exported the data. Then click the OK button, select the update opening balances, update other information options, and click the import button. This is showing that company configurations are not matching, that is both this company's configuration are not matching. Click match company configuration option, and here you can see that Busy is showing the message data is imported successfully. Now we'll again go to the display trial balance option, and here you can see it's showing same details as we have exported from the existing company. You can see the balances also, you can see a new entry for P&L also. So in this way you can export and import data from one company to another company. Next FAQ is how to create a separate company for new financial year. That is, you want to create a separate company for the new financial year that you have created. For this, we'll go to the company menu and select the split financial year option. Select the company and then specify the username password, and we'll select the financial year 2019-20 option. Here an option after splitting delete above financial year from source company is appearing. Enable this option if you want to delete the financial year from the source company. That is, once a new company is created, this particular financial year will be deleted from the source company. Click split button to split the financial year. We'll again come back to the companies menu, and here you can see in the list of companies a new company with the same name, but the financial year that you have splitted is appended with it. So in this presentation we have discussed about the creating of new financial year, switching between the financial years, changing data in the previous financial year and carrying forward changes to the new financial year, various FAQs and their solutions. Hope after going through this presentation you would be able to easily create a new financial year and work in it. Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.